Hey, this is Mark watching MTC Media. I'm kind of a different place and starting to sprinkle a little bit, so we're going to try to. It's already 11:30. We're going to try to crank this out here. Virginia defeats Stanford 48-20. It was a dominant performance. Terrell Harris, 4 receptions, 145 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 3 catches for 105 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. That's how dominant they were, spread in the field. Cam Ross had 7 receptions for 88 yards. It was a big day for Chandler Morris with 380 yards passing, 23 of 31, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The only ding at the press conference by Coach Elliott was Virginia gave up his first sack of the season tonight. And Coach Elliott said it wasn't on the offensive line. It was on Chandler that he should have thrown the ball away. Of course, he was all kind of joking and laughing about that. But they did tonight what I said they needed to do. If you read my preview, I said if they do what they're supposed to do, by midway through the fourth quarter, the backups will be playing. And that's what ended up happening. They did what they were supposed to do. The backups were playing. It was 28-7 before you blinked by halftime. And it was all sides on offense. I love, even though no one necessarily had a huge game in the rushing game, they all did what they were supposed to do. Jamari Taylor, 15 carries, 85 yards. Xavier Brown, 10 carries for 55 yards. That's how they did it. They ran outside the tackles, in between the tackles. They got it every way that they wanted to. What that happens is when you combine that rushing game with the deep ball to Terrell Harris, all those crossing routes that come after that in the middle of the field and in that mid-level, what ends up happening is those becomes down to catch and runs. It's not just catching tackles. They end up becoming catch and runs because everybody's trying to defend these other things. So it opens it up for everyone defensively. Defensively, I would say that a lot of the passing yards by Gilbertson, a lot of it came up in March, mop-up time. Is what I was saying before. If Stanford couldn't run the ball, this game was going to be a blowout. And Virginia's defense held Micah Ford to 13 carries for 44 yards. He had the 3-yard touchdown near the end of the half. Give UVA credit, they kind of botched an opportunity at the end of the first half. And Stanford got a big play, scored in the first half. Instead of it being like 35-7, it was like 28-14. Then Virginia came out in the second half and got 10 points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown on the first possession, field goal on the second possession, and kind of ended any hope that Stanford had, if they had any at halftime, any hope that Stanford had in the second half. So, of course, we all know what's up next. Friday night, Florida State comes to town. I think this was somewhat a show of maturity that Virginia was able to do to Stanford what they were supposed to do. I know people don't put enough emphasis on that. When you're trying to build a program from where Elliott inherited the program to building it into something special, nights like this show progress. When you come out here and the team's supposed to punish, you punish. That's not a given, and they did that tonight. Getting prepared for Florida State on Friday night. You will see me here Friday night for that game too. I cannot wait as a top-ranked opponent or a ranked opponent is coming to town. This is Mark Washington, MTC Media.